5 wins out of 6 was the likely minimum requirement for India as they took their final steps in trying to make that World Test Championship final. They began with smooth sailing in Chattogram. Can they make it 2-0 in Mirpur, the second test to wrap up their tour of Bangladesh, which started with the disappointment of that ODI series defeat? Begins soon. Wasim Jaffer here to set up the second game for us. Wasim, there was a big question we thought India will face going into this match. We've already posed it to you, but they won't have to answer it for now. Rohit Sharma isn't fit, so that means KL Rahul and Shubman Gill get to play. You expect India to go in with the same 11, which seems like the best combination given what we expect in Mirpur.
I think most likely, three spinners and two seamers is most likely the best probably attack playing in Mirpur. I think Mirpur pitch will help the bowlers more, if you compare it to Chattogram pitch. And it won't be, I don't see uh, the Mirpur test lasting 5 days, to be honest. It's probably more bowler friendly pitch or the ground than compared to Chattogram. But I feel that combination suits India the best.
And now that Rahul and Gill do get to open together, in a way, this does become a bit of an audition, doesn't it, Wasim? Because you'd expect Rohit Sharma to be back for those 4 tests against Australia. There's obviously some time, those tests begin in February. But given the way the Indian side is shaping up, you'd imagine there's only realistically room for one of Rahul or Gill once Rohit returns.
Yeah, I think so. At least for this test match, like you have said, there's no headache for selection. But going forward for that Australia series, one of those two will play. So this test match becomes very, very important, even more so for KL Rahul because of late he's not in the best form. We've not seen the best of KL Rahul. The attacking KL Rahul, he sometimes feel very subdued in his stroke play. So I feel this test match holds a lot of importance for KL Rahul personally.
From a Bangladesh perspective, the one change that is likely to be seen is Taskin Ahmed replacing Ibadat Hussain. As we saw in that second innings, where they fell so short on bowling options and you could see they were tiring. So, how do Bangladesh, given this balance issue, approach this test match and what's their best bet to push India a little more than they could in the first test?
Well, I mean, obviously Tuskin comes in for the injured Ibada. That's the fourth change. But ideally, like I said, the Mirpur pitch might help the spinners more. So you might see Mehdi Hassan come into his own as an off spinner. I thought Taijul bowled the best out of all the bowlers from there. I mean the spinners. And like I said, it's not going to be a very high scoring game, and it might not last 5 days. That's my prediction. So I feel two spinners along with Shakib and two seamers should do a job. And as I said, the batting has not done well, so you are still scared to drop one batsman and play another spinner. I don't think that is going to happen.
If it were to be the kind of surface that we're expecting, where it doesn't last, and obviously batting fourth becomes a huge threat, how much of a chance would you give Bangladesh if they do end up winning the toss and getting to bat first?
Well, I feel like I said in the last test match, the post match review we did, that they need to bat well in both the innings. That's been the challenge for them, and that has not happened for them for a while. Sometimes they bat really well in the first inning, and they fizzle out in the second inning, or they do it the other way like they did in the Chattogram. So the biggest, thing they would like to see from their batting unit is to bat well if they win the toss and bat first to post a really good score, 350, 400 if the pitch is really good because that's the best time to bat. And then obviously India will bat, decently. You will expect India to bat decently. And for Bangladesh to, challenge India, they need to bat really well in the second innings as well. So from their point of view, I feel that their batting has to click in both the innings, if they need to stay in the game and fight with this Indian side.